Neuroscience and psychology both reveal something frightening about mentally strong people. The stronger your mind becomes, the harder you are to control. And modern systems quietly depend on emotional influence. Most people today are constantly being psychologically manipulated without realizing it. By social media, advertising, validation, fear, comparison, trends, outrage, attention-driven algorithms. Modern platforms are designed to trigger emotional reactions because emotional people are easier to influence. Neuroscientists discovered that strong emotional stimulation weakens rational decision-making. When people are emotionally overwhelmed, the brain becomes more impulsive, more reactive, and more vulnerable to external influence. This is why fear spreads quickly, why outrage keeps people engaged, why insecurity increases comparison, why dopamine-driven content becomes addictive. Emotional reactions hold attention, but mentally strong people slowly become resistant to this. And that is where real power begins. Psychology shows that emotionally regulated people have greater control over impulses, attention, decision-making, and long-term thinking. In simple words, they become difficult to manipulate. They do not react instantly. They do not blindly follow trends. They do not constantly seek approval from strangers. They do not change themselves every time society changes its standards. Because internally, they are grounded, and that is rare. Mentally strong people are usually less influenced by external pressure because their identity is not fully dependent on outside validation. They know who they are, which means they are less likely to be controlled by opinions, temporary emotions, social pressure, or the need to constantly fit in. And this is something many people underestimate. Contentment creates psychological strength. A person who is deeply insecure is easier to influence because they are constantly searching outside themselves for worth, identity, or validation. But a person who is secure internally becomes calmer, more independent, and psychologically harder to control. And people feel this energy immediately, not energy in a mystical way, but psychologically. Human beings constantly read emotional states subconsciously. Your nervous system, body language, tone, facial expressions, and emotional regulation all communicate signals to other people. Calm people make others feel calm. Anxious people spread tension. Emotionally grounded people create psychological safety around them. This is why presence feels real, because human beings are constantly affecting each other emotionally and psychologically without speaking. And mentally strong people often carry a different kind of presence. Less reactive, less desperate for approval, less emotionally chaotic, which naturally makes them appear more stable, trustworthy, and powerful. Neuroscience strongly supports this reality. Studies on emotional regulation show that when a person learns to manage emotional impulses, the brain strengthens areas associated with self-control, awareness, and rational thinking. Which means mental strength is not just motivational, it is neurological. A strong mind literally changes how a person processes stress, temptation, pressure, criticism, and emotional chaos. And perhaps the most powerful part of all is that mentally strong people protect their peace carefully. Not because they are weak, but because they understand how valuable a clear mind truly is. And in a world constantly competing for your attention, your emotions, and your identity, a person who can remain grounded, self-aware, emotionally disciplined, and internally content becomes extremely difficult to influence. And that may be one of the highest forms of freedom a human being can build.